up on the dime, Melo and KD meet up in OKC as they try to decide how the West is won. Nelly goes where no coach has gone before, and it's a battle of past versus present in the Big Easy as the old Hornets try to stop the 2010 version from clinching their first playoff berth ever. The Daily Dime starts now.
With the 28th in the league in turnovers, they've got 16 tonight. Hornets 19, make it 21 off turnovers, and Marcus with authority and a scream afterwards.
Oh my, in your mug. I think I'd have left the area because you certainly will be all over every sports show.
Welcome to The Dime. I'm Alex Loeb, and a shorthanded Nuggets squad already missing Kenyon Martin and George Karl headed into Wednesday's game with news that they may be without their interim coach as Adrian Dantley has been dealing with kidney stones as Denver met up with the Thunder just 2 games apart in the West. Kevin Durant lacing him up for a big matchup with the Nuggets. First quarter, Durant all over 7-foot Johan Petro. 33 points and 11 boards for KD. A man on a mission as we're tied early, but in the second half, Carmelo driving on Durant gets called for traveling and actually bumped into him with his head. Melo would stay down for about 20 seconds, go into the locker room, but he would return. Denver trailed by 13 at one point, but Anthony Keys the comeback. 24 points and 11 boards. Denver down by 6. Moments later, it's a 3-point game. Mr. Big Shot, 31 points, and the bounce gets it to go. The Nuggets within 1. Then after 2 free throws, Denver led by 2. Durant for the tie, can't get it to fall, and Denver rallies for the 98-94 win, finishing the game on a 22-5 run. And Kevin Durant's 33 points on Wednesday give him an average of 29.9 this season, putting him 0.2 of a point ahead of LeBron James, with both players having 4 games remaining on the season. Manu and the Spurs looking for win number 5 in a row, but this isn't exactly how they thought it would play out. In the second quarter, Ginobili and Duncan collide going for the rebound. It appeared that Manu elbowed Timmy in the face. Both players would stay in the game, but it would be that kind of a night for San Antonio. Later in the second on the fast break, Amari stat with 29 points on the night, and it's a 7-point Phoenix lead. And it only got worse for Popovich and the Spurs in the second half. Steve Nash with one of his 12 dimes to Stoudemire, 66-54 Phoenix. And later in the quarter, Grant Hill driving and dishing to Amari, and a 112-101 Suns win.
I think we're coming out with great focus from the start. You know, our preparation has been great. We studied the game of basketball. We really try to execute offensively and defensively, and it shows on the basketball court.
Dirk and the Mavs 17-1 in their last 18 home games against the Grizz. In the first, Jason Kidd with one of his 10 dimes to Caron Butler, and the Mavericks up by 2. In the second quarter, check out the ball movement going on in Big D as it ends up in Dirk's hands. 22 points on the night for Nowitzki, and it's a 20-point Dallas lead. But Memphis trying to rally in the second half. Zebo, 17 points and 13 boards. Memphis within 8, but they wouldn't get much closer. This one was all Dallas in the fourth. Jet with the dish to Dirk in a 110-84 Mavericks win. Aaron Brooks and the Rockets hosting the team with the second best record in the West, Utah. And in the first quarter, it's Brooks breaking the Rockets' single-season record for three-pointers. He buried 5 of them on Wednesday. On to the second quarter, Houston up by 7 off the Williams miss. Chuck Hayes with one of his 18 rebounds, then goes cross-court to Kevin Martin and 1, and the Rockets up by 9. We move on to the second half in a 20-point blowout. Luis Scola, 2 of his 24 in a 113-96 Houston blowout. So losses by the Thunder and the Spurs combined with a Portland win means all 3 of those teams are now 48-30. However, the Blazers are in 6th place by virtue of their 5-1 record against the Thunder and Spurs. Meanwhile, San Antonio is in 7th, while Oklahoma City follows in 8th.